Hi everyone, welcome with my practical video series for the web programming. And this is my video 14. I have created this video 14 for the question 14 that I have taken. When I show you it, I am accessing my pages as usual way. Then for the web programming, this is the question 13 I have given, and all sales of the Super 2 supermarket are done online and they run a website for those purposes. It was observed that there were several shortcomings in this site. The main error is the product uploading part on the website, where the uploaded products cannot be viewed immediately. As a solution for this, it has been proposed to update that section of the website as follows. So I have to update this website because some errors are coming here. So I have to develop this website as to view the uploaded products immediately. The main requirement is to load the product into the viewing area when the product is uploaded to the database by the user. Please note that the following information is required when uploading products: product name, brand, quantity, price per unit, uploaded date, expire date, and these are the required information that I have to provide when uploading the products. Should responsive for small, medium and large devices. Here I have to make this web page responsive also. So I'll show you my view, and here this is the product registration view, and these are the 3 demonstration products that I have added when I tested this product registration. And here by clicking this button we can register a product, but some backend codings that I have created restrict to register without entering these details. So first of all, I'll show you my code, the files that I have created. Then you can see within the 2 folder, here Q4 folder, it consists all the files that I have made for answering question 14. So first of all, I'll show you my question page. Here this is the page for viewing the question, index_q14.php file, and this is the view answer button. Then I'll show you the ans_q14.php file, and you can see here answer 14. And I have linked this bootstrap file and some custom CSS here. Bootstrap for making responsive this page, and I'll show you the responsivity of my page here first. So here you can see this is responsive for the extra small view, and here for the small view, and then medium, then large, then for the extra large view. So this is how I have made this product registration page in responsive way, and I'll show you my backend coding. Here you can see I have given IDs to all these input fields, and if you have watched my previous videos, you can gain an idea about why I have given IDs to these input fields. I have given IDs here as I'm using Ajax for passing data to the server side here. So this is the function that I use to call the register function. Then I have given it to the onClick. The event is onClick, and this is how I have gained the inserted data to the database to this web page. And I have made this database connection here, and I have written the query as select all from product. Then I have gained the result set and the number of rows of that result set, and I have made a for loop here, and within that for loop I am creating the table rows unique for each and every table row of the database table. So, and here in registration process, this function calls, and this is how I have gained the values, and as usual I have passed data to the server side to the file process14.php via Ajax by using the post method, and this is the process file. You can see this is the way that I have made the validations, and in the else condition I have inserted this data to the database table. Here I show you the database table that I have created. This is the schema. Under this schema I have created this product table. You can see this is the product table. These are the 3 products that I have added to the database in my testing purposes. Then you can see those 3 products are also viewing in this product registration page also. Then I am going to register product here, and I show you the validations. I am going to register without entering product name, so I have to enter product name here as cashew nut chocolate. Then I'm going to register. Then I have to enter brand name also. So I am entering the brand name as Dairy Milk. And then I'm going to register, but I have to enter the quantity for my product. So I'm entering quantity as 50. So then I'm going to register again, but I have to enter a price for the product. Then I'm entering a price for the product as 350. Then I'm going to register again. So here it is validated that I have to enter the date, that is product added. So I'm entering today date. Today is 21 August 6. Then I'm going to register, but I have to enter the expiry date of the product also. So I'm going to enter a product expiry date for the product as January 22 of 2022. Then I'm going to register. Then it says that the product registration has been succeeded. So I'll show you how it is real time updated. You can see the newly added product here is included in this row, and we can view that product in real time, this product viewing area in this page itself. So then again I'll show you my database also, how it has been updated, and you can see it is also updated because from this database the web page renews all data. So this is how my shop work, the website for the shop, and hope you enjoyed this. This is how I have answered for the question 14, and this is my video 14. Thank you for joining with me, and let's meet soon with another video.